Welcome back. We're here celebrating another nominee for the Marion Lindblad-Goldberg Award for 2025. We have Kathy Gasparetti. Hey, Kathy. And we have with us as well the director for the program, Wes Bush. Hi, Wes.
Hello.
And we have with us Kathy's former partner, Ashley Schmick. Hi, Ashley.
Hi.
So, Wes, I'm going to start with you. Wanting to know more about why did you nominate Kathy?
Kathy is just prolific. She's tenured. I mean, she's easily the most tenured person in our department, but she's just been doing therapy for a long time. She's supremely supportive, immensely caring, and one of the strongest natural leaders that I've ever met.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember the first time I met Kathy, was the first time I had a trial run training Allentown cohort, and right as soon as they're done, Kathy and Ashley came right up to me, and Kathy was like, "It's so good you're here, Jen." It was really sweet. She was very warm and welcoming, and it just made me feel really good. So yeah. So Wes, how has Kathy's dedication impacted your growth?
I was thinking about how to most succinctly answer this question because the easy answer is a lot. But I was thinking of the cliche, high tides raise all ships. And in our department, Kathy's the high tide. So, I mean, she impacts the growth of everybody around her. She's super supportive of me personally, because now Kathy's my partner as opposed to being Ashley's partner. And I see what Ashley's been working with for the last 6.5 years. So she just continually challenges me to rise to her level. And a lot of times it's hard to keep up with her.
Oh. So what is, I mean, it sounds like you probably have an unlimited number of moments and stories. And I wonder, just what have you seen Kathy do in the face of adversity?
I mean, I went from being her supervisor to her partner. So on the supervisory end, I saw her take on a lot of really challenging cases over the years, and hardly ever any negative feedback and any complaints, nothing. And she would always work with absolutely any family given. And Ashley and Kathy as a team were some of the most successful that I've seen in the field. On the supervisor end, she's, as of, was it last Thursday or Thursday before, was Kathy's first official week as a full-time supervisor. She's been learning her job in the transition phase over the last several months, and she just picks up on stuff so quick. But when I see Kathy have a challenge, I notice that she just takes this breath, she composes, she resets, she always keeps her poise, and she's just got a scary ability to keep composed under pressure.
Wow, that's wonderful, Wes. Hang in there, Kathy, with these compliments. Hang in there, just breathe. Stop holding your breath so much. So now we're gonna go to Ashley. So Ashley, why are you not surprised that Kathy was nominated?
I'm not surprised at all. I think Kathy is very passionate about her work, regardless of what role she's in. She often uses her own past experiences in order to relate to others, which I think helps her form really close bonds with people, which I think that contributes to the success that Wes has mentioned that we've had in the field with families.
Yeah. So what have you appreciated about Kathy's leadership, and how has it impacted your growth?
I'm going to say empathy first and foremost. When working with our families, Kathy led by example with her strength and also with her kindness. In her management role, she encourages teamwork and collaboration. She's also really big on self-care and reminds us that we can't help our families unless we're helping ourselves first, which I very much appreciate. And in both of her roles, I appreciate her ability to be direct while also being kind. I think that's really important.
Yeah, right. There's something about that. Like, if you're gonna be told what she's thinking and feeling, but do it from a place of caring, of course. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So you were in the trenches with Kathy for 5 years?
6.
6. Okay.
Mhm.
So what have you seen Kathy do in the face of adversity? I mean, you've been there like, locked step almost the whole time with, her. I mean, I know she was doing family based even longer, but you've been with Kathy the whole time in terms of your partnership.
Yeah, absolutely. The first word that comes to mind is perseverance.
Mm.
Kathy doesn't give up. She doesn't allow our families to give up. She doesn't allow us as colleagues to give up on ourselves or on our families. Also what Wes said, she just, I'm in awe at her ability to remain composed. That was a great way to put it, Wes. She just remains calm and does what she needs to do. And I very much appreciate that. And she really has modeled that for me over the years.
I bet. Nothing like being able to remain calm in the face of all the swirling whirling information. Yeah. Well, Kathy, now we come to you. What does it mean to be recognized as having the same passion and commitment to the center's mission as Dr. Marion Lindblad-Goldberg?
Right now, it's very uncomfortable. But I truly do have a strong passion and commitment to the work I do. But acknowledging and celebrate my successes has always been a struggle for me. So nonetheless, being nominated and recognized is an extreme honor for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So what does sustain you and inspire you in this work? Because, I mean, they are just talking about a warrior over here. So what is sustaining and inspiring you?
Actually, the two of them inspires me to do my best work. They support me in my work and they support me in my personal life. I mean, they're just not coworkers, they're true friends.
Wow. So it's, who you have around you that energizes you to keep going. Well, Kathy, you're sitting here talking about being uncomfortable and you're doing it, right? So we're growing even in this moment, and wondering, how has facing these uncomfortable moments of learning for yourself, not just clinically, right? How has all of this contributed to your growth and development?
Trying to be comfortable in the uncomfortable is always a challenge, as you can see. My growth and development, I'm trying to cultivate like a positive mindset. And as Ashley said, I'm very, it's important for self-care, totally, definitely. It's hard for me sometimes to relax, unwind, and reset, but I'm good at giving that advice to other people.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to like exercise, walk, even just talking to Ashley and Wes helped me.
So you are making sure that you're trying to do the things that you're sharing with other people to do. You're trying to level that scale, make it equal.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's something that many people have to work on, right? And I think that was something, for Marion, it was making sure she's doing what she's asking other people to do. So that connects for me. Well, isn't Kathy quite the nominee, folks? On the count of 3, Wes and Ashley, help me wish Kathy a big congratulations. 1, 2, 3.
Congratulations, Kathy.
Thank you.
Yay. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the blog because then you get access to the monthly newsletter where you get to hear more from nominees and also interviews and pro tips. So until next time, see you soon, everyone. Bye.